All right. Welcome to our August 2022 Glendora Music and Art School and Upland Music Academy official first podcast. Guys, round of applause for our podcast. I just want to share something kind of funny but also kind of sad that just happened. We had just filmed our entire podcast episode. It took us about 10-15 minutes. And when I hit save, my computer crashed. So guys, our first ever podcast didn't save. So this is take 2. So thank you, Brooklyn and Paulina, for staying here and filming this again. So now that we practiced, right? We did our practice run. Maybe this one will go smooth and quick. So let's start it off. So guys, this podcast is meant to keep you guys in the loop with what's going on with our community, fun stuff to do, and advice from our students to parents. So let's start it off with some local Glendora and Upland news, which is our back to school deal at our school. If you sign up for music lessons at our Upland or Glendora location, you are going to get a free back to school backpack full of back to school supplies. You're going to get $25 off free registration, which is usually $25. You're going to get that free, and you're going to get $10 off your first month of lessons. So guys, your kids have been begging you for music lessons all summer. Why not sign up and take advantage of this back to school deal? Kids need back to school supplies right now. So let's just get these back to school supplies with this deal, get free registration, and $10 off your first month of lessons. It's so easy to claim this deal. Just call our front desk and they can help you reserve a spot. And if you're wondering what our numbers are, if you just look up Upland Music Academy or Glendora Music and Art School online, you will see our numbers. You will find it on there. You can give us a call and you can take advantage of this back to school deal. I highly recommend it. All right, which segues me into the next part of the news, which is as of today, August 8th, 2022. Unfortunately, Olivia Newton-John passed away. Who was Olivia Newton-John? She was Sandy from the original Grease, a Hollywood icon who portrayed Sandy, and she passed away today. And I just want to say rest in peace, Olivia. You touched so many lives. You were such a huge icon in Hollywood, and you're such an inspiration for so many performers, so many students nowadays in our schools who watch Grease, because Grease is, forever. It keeps getting remade. Kids keep watching it because it's an amazing project that happened back in the day. So R.I.P. Olivia. And thank you for all the inspiration and everything that you did for the community and performing and in Hollywood. All right. Well, I would like to introduce my guest here again, because remember, we already did this once and we're doing this again because my computer crashed. Let me move the mouse, make sure it doesn't crash. So let's go ahead and start right here. Share your name, age, and what instruments or what classes you take at our school.
My name is Brooklyn Marin.
And what is your age, Brooklyn?
9.
And what classes do you take at our school?
I used to take music classes, which was piano and singing.
And then what are you currently doing now?
I've been doing acting for a few years.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that information, Brooklyn. Let's go ahead and move on to our other participant. Name, age, and what classes you take.
Hi, I am Paulina, and I take singing classes, and I'm 12 years old.
Perfect, Paulina. So we got an elementary school student, we got a middle school student. Paulina, you've been with us for a while too. You started with guitar, then you transitioned to voice, right?
That's right.
So thank you for being here today, guys. And just to share with you guys, Brooklyn and Paulina are amazing students. And not only that, you guys have seen them in our school's commercials, movies, and advertisements that we share online. And I asked them to join me today. So thank you guys for being here. Round of applause for you guys. And a round of applause for the parents for supporting us and letting us stay a couple more minutes to retake our official first episode. So let's get into what today's episode is going to be all about, which is back to school supplies. Everyone listening, and then Paulina and Brooklyn, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you guys go back to school shopping, have you guys noticed that we kind of go overboard?
Yes.
Wow, at the same time with confidence. We've all gone overboard. We go back to school. What's your favorite back to school store?
Probably the 99-cent store.
And Paulina?
Target.
I knew you were going to say Target. So 99-cent store, which is mine. And then Paulina said Target. So when we go there, we're like back to school. We get like all these supplies and we buy them and we're like, Mom, I promise I'm going to use them. And then we start school and then fast forward to June, last day of school, we open our backpack and we're like, wait, I bought this? Because we don't use it. So today's topic is about back to school. I want you guys, and we already kind of practiced it, so we can go through this pretty quickly. We decided this in our false take that we did. The 3 most important back to school supplies. So if you only had $10, or parents, if you're like, you know what? You have, this is better. You have 2 minutes to run into that store, get back to school supplies, and come out. What were the 3 things, guys, that we agreed on getting? Brooklyn, you can share the first one.
Pencils.
Pencils, and we said not mechanical pencils, we said normal, right?
Yes.
Because we didn't want to go back and buy a bunch of lead.
Yes.
Okay? What was the second thing, Paulina?
Notebooks. Notebooks are really important.
Yes, you really do need notebooks. And then the last one, Brooklyn? We said glue. Glue
Yes.
sticks. Because we actually do use glue a lot in school, right? For projects that we do. Yes, Brooklyn?
And also, sometimes if I do want a mechanical pencil, I would probably get that little pack with the full, like a bunch of lead sticks, and
Oh,
it
okay.
comes with that.
Okay, perfect. So we could do either a pack with lead or the regular pencil. So those are the 3 items. Let's review: notebook, glue sticks, and pencils, whether mechanical or regular. But if you're going to get mechanical, we want the ones that come with leads, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Parents, you heard it here. RC, you heard it here. Don't let Brooklyn fool you into going to 99 or Paulina going to Target and getting $200 worth of school supplies. Those are the 3 essential things that you need if all else fails. Right, kids?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow. You guys didn't sound too confident this time. So awesome. And now let's segue to the next part, which is advice to parents. So my question for you is, we all have our parents help us with our homework or with our tests, right?
Yes.
So, Brooklyn, we'll start with you. What is the best way that your parents could help you study? Would it be contacting your teacher and asking them for advice and then help you, or help you directly at home without asking your teacher?
Getting information from my teacher,
And why is that, Brooklyn?
because sometimes I'll show my teacher, and they said sometimes they say
That your parent didn't do it the right
yeah, they said I didn't do it the right way, and I said don't ask me. My parent helped me.
way? Don't ask me. Call my mom and blame her. So then it's safer to contact teacher first, get advice from them, and then your parents can help you, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That's for all the elementary school parents. Now let's go to middle school with Paulina. What is the best way? Do you prefer your parents call a teacher, help you, or how do you like to get help with your homework?
I like to just I either if I'm really having a lot of trouble, then maybe I'd like them to contact my teacher, but if not, then I could probably just look it up and figure it out on my own either way.
Perfect. You look it up online, how to do this problem, or how to do this formula online. So perfect. So middle school parents, gives these kids a little more independence, right? Google exists and it's there to help these kids sometimes do their homework. And Paulina, it's funny you say that. My wife is in college and we Google stuff all the time to do her homework. And it helps, right? Because it's like having a tutor online. So perfect. Middle school parents, you heard it here first. Now, lastly, any advice, we'll start with Brooklyn again, on when you're going to have a test. Do you guys get nervous when you're going to have a test?
Really nervous.
Paulina, do you get nervous when you're going to get a test?
Yes.
Okay. So, Brooklyn, what would you recommend any elementary school students on how to deal with nerves before a test? How do you help get relaxed before a test?
I say to myself in my head, I did fine on the last test that I did, and all my other math tests or any test. And I say to myself, I did fine. So I know that I'm probably going to do fine or great
On the next one, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So that's called positive reinforcement, right? You're telling yourself, I did fine last time, so now I'm going to do fine this time, which is fantastic. Great mental health tip to ease your nerves and stress for a test. Now, Paulina, what do you like to do to help you relax when you are preparing for a test?
I mostly just whenever I have any breaks or lunch, I just go through all the things that I studied the day before, and I just and I assure myself that I'm gonna do fine. And sometimes I like to get my work done, if I can, get my work done fast. So then if I have any free time in class, then I can do the same thing.
Okay, perfect. So for middle schoolers out there, there's no cheating out your way out of it, not stressing for a test. Study. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Just study, feel confident about it, and you're gonna ace your test. Yeah, very, very, very great advice. Now, I want to share one piece of advice for all soon-to-be middle schoolers. Brooklyn, in a few years, time flies, you're gonna be a middle schooler. Paulina, you're a middle schooler. My favorite TV show, one of them growing up as a kid, is called Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. You could find it on Nickelodeon. And it's a funny show that helps you deal with bullies, with math homework, tests, crazy teachers. I mean, it's meant to be funny. It's not like real advice, but it's really funny because it's kids in middle school who are dealing with middle school issues, and it's a funny way to deal with it, right? So I recommend you guys check it out, Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide on Netflix. Awesome, guys. Well, let's go ahead and finish off today's podcast. Parents, are you looking for something cheap and local and easy and that will build long life memories with your family? And no, I'm not going to advertise our schools again, at least not yet. I'm not talking about music lessons. I'm talking about the Benelli RV Bluffs in San Dimas. Brooklyn, Paulina, do you guys enjoy camping?
Yes.
Perfect. Brooklyn, I think when we first did the first one, you said, I don't remember doing too much camping, but I know I would enjoy it if I did it again, right?
Yes.
Paulina, have you enjoyed it? Have you gone camping before?
Kind of.
And did you enjoy it?
Yes.
So parents, you heard it here. Kids love camping. You build long life memories with your family. Yes, Brooklyn?
I would always thought there was like bears, so I would say like, no, I don't want to go camping. So, but then when I went camping, it was fine. And I
Well,
had a
good
great
news.
time.
At the Benelli RV Bluffs in San Dimas, there is no bears. So it's safe. And parents, you don't need an RV to go there because they have tent campsites. And guess what? It's only about $30 a night. And most of them include bonfire pits to make s'mores, weenies, hot dogs, hamburgers, whatever you want to make, right? So parents, not only is it cheap, long life memories with your kids, it's local. You don't need to drive hours to get there. It's about 20 minutes from where you're at if you're listening in Upland or in Glendora or Covina or Azusa. And it's easy. And it's super nice. It's rated as one of the top RV resorts in Southern California. So if you're looking for something cheap, fun, awesome, long life memories to do and close by, check out the Benelli RV Bluffs in San Dimas. A lot of people hear about the Benelli Park, but it's not Benelli Park. It's a completely separate entity. It's called the Benelli RV Bluffs in San Dimas. Check it out. You're going to love it. I do it at least once every few months with my family, and we have a great time there, so I highly recommend it. All right. Well, lastly, just want to remind everybody about our back to school deal. Sign up for music lessons at our locations and get a free backpack full of back to school supplies, get free registration, and $10 off your first month of lessons. How do you claim this deal? Just call or text our front desk line. You can find the numbers on Google if you look up Upland Music Academy or Glendora Music and Art School, but I'll share them with you really quickly. Our Upland number is 909-552-8889. And our Glendora number is 909-374-2856. All right. Well, Brooklyn and Paulina, thank you so much for helping me out today and doing this twice. I appreciate you guys connecting. Do you guys have a good time?
Yes.
Awesome. So I hope to have you all back soon. All right, everybody. Let's say bye to our audience. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
See you guys soon. Bye-bye.